We've certainly got to pick this pace up a little bit. We got 52 minutes left, but your great grandma lives in Nashville. Okay. So, family trip, visit Granny, go to the race. That makes sense. Yeah. That's understandable. I can see that. I knew there had to be something besides just the race. It makes zero sense to drive all the way from Wisconsin just to see a car race. I mean, it is a good race, but I don't know that it's worth all that. That's got to be a fairly long drive. Well, I never knew my great grandma. Um, she passed away when I was about 4 years old, so I never got to really know her. I did know my mom's grandma, my great grandma on my mom's side. I did know her. I was never really close with her. I'm not real close to anybody on my mom's side of the family. The grandmas on my, of course, I never knew my dad's grandma on his mama's side, because she died when my grandma was like 10, 12 years old. So she was long, long gone before my dad was ever even born. My grandpa's mom passed away in 1969. So nope, I take that back. She passed away in 1968. So I was 3 years old. No way I can remember anything about. I saw her. She probably held me. Hell, she might have changed my diaper for all I know. But I certainly don't remember her. You can spit in your Lego box. Okay, that explains why you don't like her. That's kind of fucked up there. I'm sorry to hear that, man. No, I'm really not. I told you a long time ago I could have a kid older than you. Yep, so I'm 4 years older than him. Born 1965. My mom and dad got married in June of 1964. So July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. Took my dad 1 month to figure it out. You know, my dad's a slow learner. It took him a month. They had been married almost a month when Mom came up pregnant. And I'm absolutely positive. Matter of fact, I know for 100% fact, the only person my mom and dad were ever with has been each other. Neither one of them had any experience with boys or girls when they got married. My mom's family was very strict about shit like that. Her dad would have killed her. And my dad, well, you just have to know my dad. That's really probably not something he was ever interested in to start with. Dad is way too shy. Most likely, the first time they did anything, it was probably Mom's idea. You know, Dad is Dad is a strange individual sometimes. Now, my dad was born in 1944. My mom was born in 1948. Yeah, that's about what it would have been like. Certainly nothing that Dad would have ever thought of. The only reason my dad ever went out on a date to start with, my dad found out, see, in the 1960s, the hot topic in America was, we're going to ship you off to Vietnam and let you kill brown people for us. That was the American pastime in the 60s, was going to Vietnam and killing people because we disagreed with them. So, Dad didn't want to go to Vietnam, and he found out that if he was married and had a kid, he could be one of the last ones they took. So Dad got married, and they rushed like hell to have a kid just as quick as possible so he didn't have to go. I was the kid. So that's the reason my dad is married and has, well, he has 2 kids. He has me and my brother. The reason he got married to start with and had me was he didn't want to go to Nam. If it hadn't been for that, he would have probably never got married, would have never had a kid. Mom, her family did not like my dad. They had dreams that she was going to marry somebody else that they did like. Mom couldn't stand the guy. So she refused to even go out with him. And it pissed her mom and dad off that she wouldn't go out with this really nice guy that they had picked out for her. Along came my dad, and they held it against him because he wasn't the really nice guy they had picked out. So they both went to their graves being less than fond of my dad. Which was really fucked up because my dad never did anything to them. My dad thought the world of them. But they never really cared for him. Kind of messed up. You gotta kind of let your kids marry who they want to marry, date who they want to date. It's not the Middle Ages where we're arranging marriages and stuff. What the hell happened? Oh. So yeah, if I could ever finish this damn field of sunflowers, Jesus Christ, this is a fucking huge field. I hope this bitch is going to pay me very well to do this. If I ever finish this, I'm going to have to go to the shop. I'm going to have a front loader because I will need fertilizer. I probably need to go ahead and invest in some fertilizer and seeds. I'm probably pretty sure we're starting to run low on those in the barn. Well, not seeds. We had a harvester full of seeds, a spreader full of seeds. But we'll definitely have to get some fertilizer. That sucks. I'm not liking that. I liked it better when the sacks were right there at the farm. This is more realistic though. Wow. That must pay. I've got to find that because that probably pays good as hell. That might be harvesting potatoes or something. I know Ducky was talking about he harvested some potatoes yesterday that paid really good. But it took him like forever to do it. So that might be that job. They're really pretty simple. I mean, it's impossible. Well, I'm not going to say impossible, but oh yeah, the tractor is nonsense. I used to do that though. On my Bjornholm map, I did probably 15 or 20 crops of beets with that one. I would do it.